Hi, everyone. Welcome to day 2 of week 31. Our learning intention for today is to create a model to describe why mutations or changes to genes on chromosomes may affect proteins and may result in harmful, beneficial, or neutral effects to the structure and the function of an organism. Your agenda is on the left and your work due by Thursday is on the right. By Thursday, be sure to complete your check-in, which is on Google Classroom, classwork slide 16, and your exit ticket on slide 18. Friday homework support is from 9:30 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. This week's classwork slides will count toward the digital interactive science notebook category. Slide 13 is saying to see Google Classroom for your check-in. And so Google Classroom, and so here you'll notice these are concept maps. And so your check-in for April 14 or April 15 is as follows. You are going to click on, you're going to click on and explore the concept maps attached. And you will type at least one idea presented from either of the images. Use a complete sentence. So there are 3 images here, one called trees, one called water, one called the sun. So you're going to click on one of them and type a sentence. And so, for example, when looking at the image titled trees, so if you click on this, right, it says, we could say trees produce oxygen, which is important to humans because we rely on oxygen to breathe. Think back to when we studied cellular respiration. So trees produce oxygen, which is important to humans. Trees give oxygen, and this oxygen is important to humans. So you are going to pick one of these concept maps and link together concepts to present an idea. All right, slide 14, DNA structure and function concept map. Your task is to use the words from the word bank on slide 15 to fill in the boxes with a concept map on slide 16. Some words may be used more than once or not at all. You may use either the singular or plural version of a word. So slide 15, it again says how you can use some words more than once or not at all, and you may use either the singular or plural version of the word. So words we have here are genetic information, double helix, nitrogen bases, nucleotide, adenine or the base A, DNA, cytosine or the base C, thymine or the base T, cells, sugar, sugars and phosphates, phosphate, guanine or the base G, nucleus, deoxyribonucleic acid, aka DNA, right? You can write DNA here, and hydrogen bonds. And so slide 16, you're going to try to create this concept map. You're going to use the words again from the word bank to start creating the concept map. And so here, I'll do this first one with you, right? Here, DNA. So I can go left or I can go right or down. So if I go left, DNA stores, and I'm going to look at the word bank and I'm going to try to figure out, okay, what does DNA store? So also I've used DNA, right? So if I've used a word, I can cross it out. I can change the color. Do what you need to your word bank to make it obvious that you've used this word, right? I can even change the color here. Let me show you how I change. I'm going to change the color of the box. You can click on this paint bucket and I can change it to gray, right? Saying I've used DNA. So DNA stores, well, what does it store? Does it store a nucleus? No, DNA is stored in the nucleus, so it can't be this. We didn't really learn about hydrogen bonds. It doesn't store phosphate, but this one looks right. Genetic information. So I can highlight this, copy, and then I can paste it into here. Right? It stores genetic information. DNA, right? Looks like, what does it look like? It looks like a twisted ladder or and then what else besides a twisted ladder could this look like? So then again, we've used this. Which word or vocabulary term have we learned that helps us determine, what's similar to a twisted ladder? And so we'll do this in class, but my hope is that this is making sense. If not, just email me and let me know. Show up to homework support. I'm gonna put this back to the same color it was. Okay. And so slide 17, this is a resource page. It's showing you a zoomed in version of DNA. So on the left, image A is a double helix. If you zoom in to one section, we'll be able to see the complementary base pairing, right? C goes with G, right? Car, garage, and apples in a tree. A goes with T. If you zoom in even more, it shows you that one nucleotide has a phosphate, a sugar, and one of your bases. And so this is there for you in case you need it. Slide 18, what else do you know about DNA that we didn't mention on slide 16? So you'll write 2 facts here. And then what other comments or questions do you have about genetics, mutations, and DNA? When you're finished with all of your classwork slides, go ahead and turn that in and have a great weekend.